Man, it's been a pretty rocky day for Palantir stock so far. It's currently about 1 p.m. on the East Coast on this beautiful New Jersey afternoon. By the way, let me know where you guys are watching this video from in the comments. And we currently have Palantir stock down almost 1%, and that's with a strong rebound off the intraday lows. We were a lot lower earlier in the day. We hit $125 a share, and now we're pushing towards $130 per share. So we have to break down the charts, what I'm doing here with Palantir, my thoughts overall. But first, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Come on, follow along for more content. Join the free email stock newsletter, link down below, and check out my Patreon. Hey, you might as well if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my real money portfolio every week. And we're investing thousands of dollars a month into that portfolio, and it's crushing and it's growing like crazy. Check it out on Patreon, linked down below. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive into it. So Palantir stock right now, like I said, it's down a little bit, 0.75% in the red, and it's been moving all over the place today. We opened up at 128, shot up to about 130, dumped all the way down to 125, and like I said, now we're pushing back towards 130. We're recovering a lot of the loss from earlier today, which we've recovered about 3% in the last hour, 2 hours of trading here, and now this is the moment of truth. We're approaching the highs from the day, being about 130, which is also kind of where we hit in the pre-market. In fact, we're testing the pre-market high right now, literally at 129.50 is where we hit in the pre-market. That's where we're at now. We're testing that. So if that is able to break in the very short term here, we might be able to fill the gap towards 130, 130.25, which is where we hit at about 9:35 a.m. East Coast time. So that gap could potentially fill here, right? And then from there, right, we could start going towards the all-time highs again, which time will tell. Time will tell. In due time, we'll see how that plays out. But overall, on the intraday, momentum's building up. We're about to break out of the highs from the pre-market. And again, if that breaks, we could then fill the gap to 130.25, which if that breaks, we could start going all-time highs again, which we hit yesterday. We hit $133.50, which you guys can see here on this 5-day, 5-minute, pretty clear as day. We popped there yesterday morning to 133.50, then we sold off and kind of chopped around for the rest of the day. And notice this here. This is very bullish overall. We're not really exploding to the upside right now. So you're like, how is this bullish, Stas? Well, because we're consolidating above the previous highs, right? You'll notice here on this 5-day, 5-minute, we're holding 125 pretty steadily. We held it in the pre-market. Also held it intraday here, also held it yesterday, 125, 126, and that was the old all-time high. So the fact that we're holding that as support now is very good overall for the bulls. And you're also noticing here on the 5-day, 5-minute, we're double bottoming as of today. Literally today, we're double bottoming at 125, 126, and we're starting to break out. So yeah, the fact that we've held 125, now we're seeing a double bottom breakout off that old resistance as support right now. What more could you ask for? This looks really good in the short term for the bulls, even though Palantir is red on the day, even though it's red as of right now. And you'll notice on the 1 hour time frame, this ascending triangle. Do you guys remember this ascending triangle that we called out? It might have been in my last update. Either way, that looks good, doesn't it? It looks like it's playing out. We had higher lows for weeks being made into this 125 resistance, which obviously we broke out of it 2 days ago. Then we hit 133.50 yesterday. And overall, clearly, it looks like we're holding this resistance as support at 125, and we're pushing 130. So if this is able to fully break out of, let's say, 130 later today, maybe at some point tomorrow even, I don't know. But if we're able to break 130, 135 plus, this is going to take Palantir to that next level, technically speaking, right? Because as of now, we're just simply consolidating, kind of getting ready for that next move, waiting for that next move, which, again, 130, 135, if that breaks, we could be going a lot higher, and at that point, the cup and handle that we've outlined in these updates on the 4-hour chart, at that point, it would fully be breaking out. And who knows, maybe that Bank of America analyst, maybe her price target comes to life, 150. Maybe Dan Ives' 140 price target hits sooner rather than later. I mean, that's the next level, isn't it? I mean, that is the next level. If we're able to break 130, 135, 140 is right there. I mean, we're naturally going to 140 next, and that's Dan Ives' price target. I'm pretty sure he just adjusted it recently. Dan Ives at Wedbush. And the Bank of America analyst, I forget her name, but she has a 150 price target. We could be going there sooner rather than later based on the way things are setting up right now. So, man, it's been one heck of a ride. And sometimes I forget to, I just forget how much Palantir's come up in a short amount of time. We see it over $100 now. We were seeing it in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s a couple weeks ago, but it was not too long ago. It was at 10, 15, $20 a share. I mean, it's crazy. A year ago, literally 1 year ago, I was buying this stock. That's when I was really initiating my position, really loading the boat. It was a year ago. It feels like 5 years ago, right? It feels like it's been a while, but it was literally just last April, May, where I was building up my position at $20 a share. And here we are, just a year later. And it's crazy how fast things can move in just a year. And that's why you got to just hold on to the stocks that you believe in, especially through volatility, because you don't know what's going to happen, man. I'm so happy I held on. My average cost is $21 a share, and I'm up 500% on my position right now. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy how it's turned out. And again, I think there could be more upside based on the way the charts are looking as of right now. So what do you guys think? This is it's a crazy day for Palantir. It's red slightly, but who cares? I mean, it's up so much recently, and the overall stock market right now is looking pretty good. It's about 1 p.m. East Coast time, and we're up about 0.25% across the board. 0.25% to 0.5% across the board on these indexes. So not too bad. Not a bad day at all. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Join the Patreon. Check out my free email stock newsletter. All of those are down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.